pero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the playoff intensity can be felt as the starting lineups conclude. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Vucevic is out there with Tatum. Then there's Brown, and it's Hauser in at the 3. And for Indiana, Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. Trey Murphy is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Home in the paint. Here's Nembhard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Look, you got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
No luck that time either.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
That one good for 2.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago, and we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. And here is Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Vucevic.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
Some changes for Indiana. Buffs jacked in, and Toppin subbed in for Pascal. Siakam.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid, Ivy, go.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And Tatum pulls it down.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No good on the 3. Here's Nembhard. Up again, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and
it's a tie game in Indiana. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. Toppin is out there with Neesmith. And it's Siakam in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Brown. And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Zubac is checked in for Toppin. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Neesmith. Brown outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
That's one of the things his coaches have encouraged him to do. Look for the mid-range jumper, Tyrese. Way to knock it down.
Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Brown inside the line. Here's Ivy. 20 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. That one a little long. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Checking out the Pacers. The first 2 games of this series were evenly split, and the first half of this game followed suit. They're still searching for that extra edge that'll give them the upper hand here in Game 3. It has become... And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Jason Tatum. Also Vucevic out there. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Boston trailing. Here's Brown. There's the drive. Brown jams it in.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Count that bucket.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Back to Halliburton. Basket good. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
On the wing, Brown. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance out for a 3-point play. It's going to go on Zubac. Indiana making some changes. Off's jacked in, and it's Toppin in for Pascal Siakam. The Celtics have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. Brown, no good on the free throw.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate. Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And now, the first time out call here for Boston. Aiden Ivey, he's checked in for Brown. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Walsh. He kicks to Ivey. 12 seconds left in the third. Sinks the three-pointer.
And if Ivey can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Halliburton for three. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 15.
And that's a bounce-back three, and they're back in the lead.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the 22. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
We got to have some presence down there. It's time to get excited, everybody.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And here's Tatum for three. Offensive rebound. For three, here's Kata, and he dunks it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Boston making a switch here.
A terrific and one on that. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And it's Brown missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. They lead by 4. Here's Halliburton. And Vucevic pulls it down. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Tatum's shot is off. Halliburton outside. That one's good from the corner. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Tatum, that's for 2. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
And the Pacers call time here. They're up by 4. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And, you know, he won it in a landslide. I mean, he's got more points than the rest of the team combined. And it's been by design. I mean, he's been the focal point of their offense since the beginning. Once the points started flowing, his teammates were more than agreeable to keep feeding.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He likes the effort, he likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it. Let's make the most of it to win this series. See if we can get it there.
Thank you, David.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
Brown, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Halliburton. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Walsh. So it's Indiana picking up the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game.
Let's get it up from uptown. Left me stuck now. Only because I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, I'm taking be bossed down. Oh, yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Oh, yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Oh, yeah, Fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays, I get you lying now. Nowadays, be out of line. Baby, on my wrist, that's a bust down. We just go to out, that's a touchdown. Call it black, that's a man down. We was out in traffic with that. They don't want no static, king it tragic. Told them they don't want no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't, cause they too fake. I put Boogie on recording off of too fake. For a roommate, I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on the E-way. Landed 22 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HETF, with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the options on the 2 train.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're ready for Game 3 and the Cleveland starting 5. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Mitchell Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Outside Anunoby. Fires in the triple.
3 ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
Harden against Brunson. Good D by Brunson.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Brunson against Harden. To the left wing. Here's Tyson. Cans it from the wing.
There are few players that can read the floor as well as James Harden. He has seen every kind of defense.
Brunson passes to Robinson. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Bridges. Rejected by Allen.
How about the length from the big guy enables him to guard just about anybody, anywhere.
Harden with a bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Bridges against Mitchell. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. Robinson. Outside Anunoby. That 3's off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Mitchell finds Harden. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson taking his time here. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
It just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Boy, you love nailing the lap.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. New York out in front, leading by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3. on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. We've got Sam Merrill, Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ball, and it's Strus in at the small forward position.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. Here's McBride. And the three-pointer goes. McBride's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's stolen by Hunter. Ball outside. Down low. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Ball.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Clarkson against Strus. Clarkson outside. Towns for 3. Strus grabs the miss.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Mobley, no good. New York leading by 4. Here's Shamet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Shamet's gotten his first basket of the night.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Hunter, good.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Clarkson against Strus. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Cavaliers trail by 5. Hunter in the post. He's covered by Hart. Outside Hunter. The 3-ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Substitution on the court.
With 1 on the clock. And we're through the first half of play here in what...
With the score, the Knicks, 17.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
12.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for the Knicks. The first 2 games of this series were evenly split, and the first half of this game followed suit. They're still searching. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Cavaliers trail by 5. We've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now.
James Harden has really made a science of working himself to the free throw line. And we see that here once again.
It's both from the stripe.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line. And when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Mobley grabs the board.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Tyson. Robinson against Harden. Here's Mobley. 6 to shoot. Back to Harden. Over Towns. Mobley. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Mobley's got 6.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
Brunson with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Brunson.
Just really impressed with the player that Jalen Brunson has become in the NBA. He has mastered the fundamentals.
Out to Mobley. Now here's Mitchell. McBride covers from the high post. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
And the coaching staff and this team, they count on Allen for those second chance opportunities, so he collects 2 more.
Here's Brunson outside. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Right side Mitchell. Tries again. Here's Allen, and the layup is good.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Robinson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. James Harden picks one up. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Hunter comes in for Tyson. Strus, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Merrill in for Harden. That one goes in.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. And finished off by Hunter.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Clarkson for 3. And that's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Cleveland on top, leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. New York trailing. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Ball in at point guard.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Outside Hunter. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And he banks in the layup.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hunter passes to Ball. Back to Hunter. Over Hart. Tipped away.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time he hits it.
Here's Clarkson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 1:07 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Hunter. And it's good for 2.
He could be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off him for long.
Now Clarkson. It's rebounded by Wade. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Hunter. Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. Hunter passes to Wade. And buries it from deep.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called, the Knicks. They're behind by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And Cleveland making a change here. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. Tyson comes in for Hunter. Mitchell's checked in for Strus. And it's Harden in for Ball. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen to New York's head coach talking to his team. He was encouraging his guys, telling them, quote, just continue to run through the plays, explore the options. You're doing a great job. Now just focus on finishing this one.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
If you want to do some kind of search out there for professional scorer, James Harden's picture pops up first. I mean, this guy does it all.
Now a timeout called by New York. They trail by 2. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And here's Brunson. Oh, and he misses the dunk! And he hits it! Oh, but hang on now. Hold everything. The officials want to review it. And hang on. They're going to have to take a look at that shot again. They want to see if the horn had sounded before the ball left his hands. This one isn't over yet, folks. They may get a second chance here. If it's overturned, we're going to go to overtime.
And while watching it live, it was hard to see whether he beat the clock or not. It looks like he might have been a little late.
And the final ruling has been made. The original call was correct. And this contest is over. Basket will not count.
Well, they had to make sure they got the call right in this situation. And boy, he was just a fraction of a...
Too soon, don't do it. Reconsider, read some litter. Sure on the subject, you sure? You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll... detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a, but remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, man. These girls are